What's up, folks? English Scratchworks here. I am at a random estate in the middle of North Dakota, about to prepare huge John Deere's the premiere on this very, very special case gold demonstrator. I'm very excited about this one. So I decided I'm going to put together a YouTube video demonstrating. I decided I'm going to start a YouTube channel on some how-tos, some what not to do's, and a lot of extra. My right hand man Aggie, and we're just going to talk to you about what we do, show you what we do, and then show you the final outcome. If you know me, you know I specialize in polishing and restoring older paint, mainly agricultural equipment, but I can polish anything. This YouTube thing is going to be new experience for me. We'll figure it out as we go along. The more feedback I can get from you guys on what you would like to see, the better the video outcome will be moving forward. So I'm just going to film everything and see if my editor can slap something together that's worthwhile. Just to start off, we have this 1970, I think it's a 70. They only made 550 of these, but it's a gold demonstrator Case IH 1070, yeah. But these things are super rare. I'm very excited to get it all cleaned up. Got a bunch of oil that we got to pull out, clean the frame up, get it looking good. I'm going to polish the black as best I can. Got a bunch of different textures here. This is almost rhino line paint. That's how thick it is. You hear that? That's thin. I'm real excited about this baler. You hear that? Big, thick, sturdy panels. There's a lot of paint on these things, so I can dig pretty deep, but we're going for mainly shine, backside color change, really get a lot of the fade out of it. This 2630 is going to be a fun one. This has a lot of paint left on it. I'm trying to get as much in frame for you guys as I can. I don't go too in depth with the block and all that kind of stuff. Only focus on what the guys are really looking at. It with the motor, I'm going to clean it up and we'll do all that, but they really care how it runs and how that works. They don't really care how it looks, so we'll get it looking as best as it can. Again, thanks for sticking around for this little intro. It got a little long, but we'll condense it down into some good stuff, and then I'm just gonna start polishing, man. All right, so I decided I'm gonna work on the veneer first. I wanna get the bulk of the work done before I got into all the tractors because they're intricate. I can hit this with my big 5.5 inch or my 6-inch machine if I really want to. I'm gonna go through and show you guys how I clean this real quick. I have all my clients clean, pressure wash, hot seat, however they want to clean. I make them do it first. I don't want to carry a pressure washer around. That's just not my bag. So we ain't doing that. Plus, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna get it a lot cleaner with what they have than I am because they wash their own equipment all the time. I don't. Makes sense. So instead of using, an all-purpose cleaner such as Scrub, which you can get at shopscratchworks.com, I prefer to use Panel Prep. It's kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. While this is meant for like a lot dirtier stuff, heavier cleaning, I'm going to use it on the edge of bays. I'm going to use it a lot on like thick built-up grease. But this I'm going to use to pull oils, soap, whatever might be in here, because there's a bunch of polymers left over from whatever they use, whatever soap they use. There might be detergents left over. There's just a bunch of nasty shit in there that I need to get out. So I prefer to work smarter, not harder. Everybody has their own way, but if I'm gonna remove oils, this is what I'm gonna use instead of a dedicated cleaner. So I'm gonna switch to time lapse and show you guys how I do that. It's pretty simple. Okay, here's the basics, right? These are pretty advanced machines. I don't expect anybody to go out and buy these starting off. I did not. It took me years to get these. But got a rotary, okay? Single axis, single gear. my dog, can you hear this? Okay, gear driven, one axis. Now there's two types of dual action polishers. You have the free spinning dual action, which are random orbitals, and then you have forced rotation. I did not bring a forced rotation with me, so all I have is my Rupes 15 LHR. I don't like doing the washer mod. A lot of guys do the washer mod. I cut my skirt down there so that it free spins. I like a machine that spins. Other guys want their machine to stop. It's all preference, okay? So going over a test spot, you always want to start lightest and then go most aggressive, okay? Ideally, we would like to just pop a foam on here, a foam pad, and some light abrasive polish and be done. However, I like working with wool, so I'm gonna pop a wool on here with this DA, see how it does. If it cuts well enough, I'll stick with a DA, do the whole thing. So I'm gonna try it first with my diminishing abrasive polish, see how I like it, and if it doesn't come out, I'm gonna step up the polish. And if I don't like that, then I'm gonna step up machine. So that's how that goes. So here comes another time lapse. Alright, so that little test spot turned into me just doing the whole entire thing. What ended up happening with that one is it wanted rotary, all of it. I should have known it wanted good old-fashioned twisted wool. So I sent it with wool, and I followed up with DA wool, and then it would have been okay. I could have let it go with that, but I wanted a little extra juice out of it, so I hit it with foam too. But guys see the difference? It's unbelievable. But yeah, I'm gonna go around the rest of it and then we'll be back. All right, it's time to finish the baler. There's a lot of scratches in it. I don't know if you guys can really see it from here, but you definitely saw it on the other side. It's the same on this side. The big thing with this industrial stuff is you want to just focus on color, and then if it's got enough paint, the crispiness of the reflection, all right? Some of these scratches, these things get drugged through trees, man. Like, you're not gonna get all those scratches out. You understand? So, knock the edges of the scratches down, shine it up, crispen it up, send it out the door. You know, they're gonna have to look very, very, very hard to see those scratches. And even if they see them, they're not gonna care because it's a baler, it's gonna go through more trees, it's gonna go through more shrubs and bushes. Hopefully not. You know, keep your windrows away from the trees, guys. Rake them away from the fence, guys, okay? Thanks. But let me get to the time lapse and you guys will see how good it is at the end. Today, I'm gonna show you how to go from oxidized matte black paint to black matte black paint. All right, so I'm gonna work on this section here. My client's already cleaned the tractor. I've already prepared it all. So the tools that you're gonna wanna use, Scratchworks Pro Cut. This is my ceramics non-diminishing abrasive compound. We really wanna get in there and cut this off. It takes a few times. If you really want to, you can switch down to Pro Shine and up to a rotary, but I'm using a foam pad to eat all this stuff up and really hang on to it, and then I'll clean it out later. But with this stuff, you really want to overload it. Overload your pad, mainly because Pro Cut doesn't have much working time, and you want to add a little extra working time. We're just going to apply it as normal. Speed 4, okay, that's 4,400 RPM on this Rupes. Keep it around that area, 3,000 to 5,000-ish, depending on how much oxidation you have, how thick the panel is behind you. But I'm gonna get into it and you'll see how much effort I really am putting onto it. Enough to let it bite and eat, but not enough to stall out the machine. With these root beds, well, on any random orbital, you know, you're only, 75% you're still getting of rotation even at stall. So, it's not that big of a deal. That's it. Scratchworks Pro Cut. One pass, that's all you need. Sometimes you need two, don't let me fool you. Sometimes you need two, sometimes you need three, all right? But generally you only need one. Oh man, look at that. That makes a guy like myself happy. This is toast. Oh, man. Alright. So I decided to grab my old 3-inch anyway just to get to it. There's a huge difference and I want to get it back down to bare paint. You want to say hi? Come here. Hi. This is why I have a paw prints. Time for a time lapse. So I'm tucked up underneath this fender right now because I had no other place to put the camera. You guys are sitting on top of the tire, but I wanted you guys to see my polishing from how I go from this to this. You can hit this with chemicals all you want, but if you know, you know. It doesn't go the way it goes. So let's pop to a time lapse real quick. We're using a DA wool and Scratchworks Pro Shine at shopscratchworks.com. Thanks. Now, there's a little bit of tar left. Hit it with your bug and tar remover of your choice. I'm gonna go down and hit this with a 3-inch, and then I'm gonna polish that down there too. So that's it. That's how to bring back the fenders of whatever tractor you're working on, if you can get to them. A lot of times you can't. There's either tracks or there's just the wheels are out here instead of down in here. So thanks. Alright guys, I forgot to film a whole lot of polishing, but I did a lot of hand cleaning. I finished up the Vermeer. That's done and coated. Everything I put bronze on it. Scratchworks bronze, my spray on ceramic, just to get us to the next one. So the case is done. Vermeer is polished. 620 is polished. 2630 is polished. I'm gonna record some afters. Thanks for watching my first YouTube video. Hope you guys learned something. If you didn't learn what you wanted to, comment down below. Let me know what I can add into my next project, because I've got a million projects lined up. That's it. Thanks.